The $54.6 million referendum that was approved on November 4th, 2014 is well underway. We first began construction this past year at Netherwood Elementary School, where we have a new heating, ventilation, and cooling system. In a nutshell, when we need some warm air, we get it. When we need some cold air, we get it. It might sound really basic, but in the past, our Netherwood school was operating on a very old system. From everything that I've heard from parents, teachers, and students, our system is working well, so we're pleased with that. Our second project that we worked on right away was a reconstruction of the bus loop between Netherwood and Prairie View Elementary School. Our old bus loop wasn't as safe as it could be, and we had numerous traffic issues, and we have developed a very smooth traffic pattern where parents are dropping off students at a reduced speed. It is significantly safer, and we were also able to build an outdoor education class in between Netherwood and Prairie View. It's a beautiful small amphitheater that can hold around 110 students, so we can have a grade level at Netherwood or a grade level at Prairie View come out and use that beautiful facility. We also have a parent group that is very interested in continuing to expand and improve our outdoor education classroom, so we've been working with them over the last several months. When we're off to Prairie View Elementary School, one of the referendum priorities was safe entrance, safe schools for kids. And we have a brand new entrance at Prairie View Elementary School. It's very similar to the entrance that we have at Netherwood and at RCI. RCI was really the model entrance that we put together so that we didn't have individuals coming in and out of school. Everyone would be channeled right through the Prairie View office. So those three projects are completely finished. We worked with Bray Architects as well as Findorf Contractors, and they did a super job, brought the project in on budget and in on time for the beginning of the 2015-16 school year. Then off to the middle school. We did phase one at the middle school, which was also a safety-related issue. We constructed a new office on the southern exterior of Oregon Middle School. Now everyone that comes to school after the beginning of the day gets channeled through the principal's office, and we have a high level of safety and a high level of security there. We also have some new offices for our health department as well as our school principals that are visible right up front at Oregon Middle School. At the same time, we started the phase one at Brooklyn Elementary School. Brooklyn is having a major reconstruction, and they had the school offices that were in the center of the building, so you had to navigate through a couple of hallways before you'd ever see a person. Now we have the entrance on the southern part of Brooklyn Elementary School, and you will be channeled right into the principal's office and helped by our office staff. To the right of our principal's office, we've built a brand new cafeteria, which is secure, and it's built in an arc shape. And if you've been in front of the school, you can see that beautiful curve that sits on the front of the school, and that's going to be our new cafeteria, which will replace our older cafeteria, which was undersized and under capacity from a kitchen standpoint. So that project has dramatically changed the way Brooklyn looks from the road. In talking with students, they're pretty excited to get behind the walls, the temporary walls that we've built, so they can see what their new cafeteria looks like. In addition to the new cafeteria, we've built 2 new kindergarten classrooms that are on the south end of the school, and they should be ready for our use in the next several months. And then over the summer of 2016, we're going to be doing some internal remodeling to our library area, and then turning a couple of our former spaces, like our former cafeteria, into 2 different music classrooms. So if you haven't been at Brooklyn Elementary School for a while, it is almost totally renovated and will be completely renovated by the time we start school in September of 2016. Just at this past Monday night's board meeting, the board approved some additional funding for what we call J.C. Park East. And just to remind everyone, J.C. Park is now owned by the Oregon School District. We made a proposal to the Village of Oregon to transfer that 20-acre property into the Oregon schools, and we said we will develop it over time for use as athletic and sport facilities for our students in the school district, as well as for students in summer recreation programs. So we did a lot of work this past year it's all sort of work that's underground. We've moved water, we've put in some drainage areas to make sure that the fields are dry, and then we also reseeded all the fields to get a competitive athletic turf. So this year we're looking forward to finally being able to use that. And what the board approved at our meeting on Monday night was the installation of lights for our Oregon soccer fields. As you know, soccer is a big program in the Oregon community. We have at any given time over 1,500 of our 4,000 students participating in some type of soccer program. So while that will be used by our high school soccer teams, it will also be used by youth soccer and soccer kids of all ages in the district. Part of the rework that's done at J.C. Park East will also upgrade our girls softball and our boys baseball field, and then also putting in 2 youth baseball and softball fields and 1 additional soccer field. And we also have been working with the Village of Oregon. We have a lacrosse field, which is a relatively new sport for young kids, but a sport that is growing in popularity. And we have been rehabilitating an older field and turning that into our lacrosse field for both boys and girls. In addition, South Perry Parkway is going to be extended by the Village of Oregon. The plan for that is, as I understand that, it will be complete within the next year. And that opens up the southern part of our campus as well as an important route through as you navigate to Oregon High School and to other parts of our community. We're especially excited about phase 3 of the referendum projects because in the mid part of March or the beginning of April, we'll do groundbreaking for the major projects at Oregon High School, as well as the STEAM and music area, which is to the west of Oregon Middle School, in between the school and the football field. Those are 2 significant projects that total close to $37 million out of our $55 million referendum. We had some really great news in the last 2 weeks. The preliminary bids have come in on both of those projects, and we are within budget. So we're excited about being within budget, but we're not home free yet because we always carry some contingency monies in a construction budget, because as we're remodeling schools, we never quite know what the contractors are going to get into, and we need some contingency monies in the event that the plans that they've been looking at are just a little different than the plans that they find as they're tying the 2 buildings together. But the construction project at the middle school and the high school, we should be completely finished by September of 2017. And we're planning for a large dedication ceremony where we'll invite community members to come in and take a look at the facilities that they've invested in and what the final product looks like. And of course, anytime during the construction project, if someone is really super interested in seeing one of the facilities, you can contact me and I'll give you a personal tour. It's probably after hours, and you'd have to wear a pair of safety glasses as well as a helmet. But if you want to see what's going on with the construction projects, we can make that happen as well.